Alright, hey guys, it's me, Meaner. Here we are back to Neopets, the Wand of Wishing, or Petpet event, whatever. Now, I use that save station over there because it's probably the closest to the temple here. Now, if you actually go back to town, to me at Mecca, you can actually raise your stats to the 12 of each one now. I'm not going to try doing that. I'm going to try beating this boss with all my 10 stats, and then train afterwards. But now is probably a good time to actually train them. Why? Well, let's go inside, and let's make sure I have everything here. Don't have a very good arsenal here, but whatever, we'll try it. Let's go. Welcome to the Temple of the Founder, home of the original owner of the wand, one-time ruler of the world, but where is he now? Right before your eyes. Amazing, isn't it? You are the only soul alive that knows my secret, and yet you want to know more secrets, such as the secret of the wand. The legends of my home say it was a toy. A trinket created by a dark fairy to play tricks on others. It granted the owner's deepest wishes, but with awful consequences. Though she created the wand, the Dark Fairy realized she couldn't control it. A Light Fury came and placed a second wish upon it. A wish to undo the harm created by the first. Still, the wand was too powerful. So they decided to hide it where it could never harm another living soul. I found it by accident, but I didn't know the whole truth. Blinded by greed, I held the magic wand aloft and said the magic words, "I wish to be ruler of the world!" What I got was an absolute power for a cold, dead world far, far away from Neopia. Fortunately for us, we found new friends, the Elemental Guardians. They helped us to awaken life here. Hey, wait up! My wish meant I could never leave. Guardians opened a small portal so others could come in. Guided by Meow, the world was soon populated, and at last I had control of the kingdom. The only catch was I hated being king. I had no time to do what I wanted. I was always surrounded by people, complaining, nagging, begging. It was misery. In the end, I decided I wanted my old life back. I left my castle, threw away my crown, and told Meow to hide it in the same place we... I've heard enough! Deal with this meddler while I see if the story still works. I wish for... Arg! Don't let him get... Alright, so here we have a battle against the advisor. Stay away from him at all costs. Now's probably a good time to actually put back on your helmet here that we had. Should have done this before the battle started, but either way, let's go ahead and equip this real quick. Because fire will not help you here. Let's go and use our arrow. As you can tell, he does a lot of damage that can actually stop you in place almost immediately. So yeah, good idea to stay away from him. Run away. Just run. Like, hit him and then run. Because if he gets near you, he can stop you in place and do some good damage to you. So, yeah. Good idea to just stay away from him. Stay away. Yeah, this is, you can tell you can just keep on doing this pattern here. And luckily, this can actually stop you in place, and oh crap, I need to heal pretty badly. I probably shouldn't have blessed that one spot there. Let's just use that large thing I got there. Alright. Well, I definitely would have died there if I didn't heal. One more hit. And there we are. Don't worry about me. You've got to get to the... Fools! Your history lesson was most educational, Founder. I've learned a great deal, especially how not to wish with this wand. Oh, that's not good. I wish to be the supreme power of this world! That's really not good. I am power! Run for it! There's nothing else you can do! So, we've got an evil madman loose with an all-powerful wand, and my temple is in ruins. In short, we're doomed. But what's fun saving the world if you aren't up against impossible odds? The only people who have the power to reverse a wish made with the wish or the wand are the guardians. Wait, hold on. Yeah. But they have to be in my temple to do it. Under the circumstances, that's going to be hard to arrange, but it's only our option. It'll be up to you to find them all. Here are a couple things I lifted off the advisor you could maybe use. A golden battle spoon and agility orb. I'll save that agility orb for sure. The molten caverns are your first stop. If the fire guardian's there, he might be able to lead us to the others. To get inside the cauldron, you'll need this obsidian stone. It'll get you past the lava fall and across the bridge to the entrance. As for me, I'm staying here. Maybe I can find his weakness. More importantly, maybe I can get my stuff back. Alright, well, he's just going to be staying there the entire time. No biggie, whatever. We can't really get into the temple anyway, so no need to worry about that. If you go over here, where this guy is, and put the little obsidian stone there, you'll start to see the mouth of fire start to calm down. Very slowly, but it's still calming down regardless. And that's pretty much it. It still has fire in its mouth, but no longer is breathing on the platform for us to cross. So yeah, our next stop is over here, but we don't want to go there yet. We have things we need to do in the city, back in Neopets. So let's go ahead and head there real quick. Whoops, not what I wanted to do, but I guess maybe I should save anyway. Alright, now let's return to the town like I actually originally wanted to do here. Alright, so here we are in Neopets again. Now, if you head over here, after you beat the advisor, you'll get some new armor options here. Sometimes only just one in the case of a Meowclops. But if you go over here and talk to this lady, let's browse the shop. We now have a heavy horned helm that can actually do two defense, and opposed to just one here. As you can tell, you also have an iron crown, so this is your only option if you have a Meowclops for defending yourself. You don't have a more powerful version of the current helmet, you only have this. So I'll start it off with the Meowclops running that, but either way, let's go ahead and buy this. As you can tell, there's also armor we can buy now too. Fine Splint Mail. Let's go ahead and buy that as well. Go over here and let's sell this golden battle spoon. Melee 8 to 14. It's like the middle ground between this. This is 8 to 14. This is like 6 to 16. So while this one has a lower minimum, this has a higher maximum. Anyway, let's go ahead and sell the golden spoon. Don't really need that. Let's keep that fire magic hat. Very useful. Let's get rid of the basic horned helmet though. Don't need that. And we also don't need this royal chain shirt anymore. So let's get rid of that. Alright, so now, let's go ahead and just put on our armor here. Let's save that agility orb for now. Equip that. Equip this. Now he's like a rhino kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my gray self, because I personally like the color gray a lot more than the yellow. Also, it fits the armor I wear a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. Going to switch over here, go to the gray puddle, wherever it is. I believe it's right here. Yes, and now we are gray again. Look how much better that looks. That looks substantially better. Anyway, now the next stop we actually want to go to is if we head over to that weapons guy over on the docks. He has some new weapons for us too, so let's actually head over there real quick and talk to him. Alright, so over here at the docks, let's go in and, hey, there's a barrel I missed. Some NP and a grilled skin. I'll take that just in case. I don't know if I'm going to need that for anything else, but hey, whatever. I'll take it. Let's talk to this guy. Now, if you notice, he has some new weapons here. He has a croc staff, but more importantly, the croc mace, which actually does more than your current mace. Your current does 6 to 16. This does 6 to 18, and plus it looks cooler. So let's go in and buy that real quick. And sell our old mace. So there we go. Now you could also get this defender sword here, which has the same damage output as the mace we just bought. However, the defender sword actually attacks at a lower pace than your mace. The mace attacks at a much quicker pace, so therefore the mace is an infinitely better option, despite being more expensive. But anyway, well, obviously that would make sense, being more expensive. Let's go over here and equip that. So yeah, now we have a more powerful weapon we could use. And there are only a couple more things you actually do here in Mia Mecha. First off, I'm going to go to the Battle Dome and actually train myself to 12 in every stat. So I'll go ahead and meet you there real quick at the Battle Dome. Alright, so here we are at the Battle Dome. There are a couple new things here to actually show off here at the Battle Dome. Let's enter here. And I'll show you what happens here. Now, if you notice, these are the three we had before, but every time you beat a new boss, the boss gets unlocked here in the Battle Dome. The Bandit Lieutenant you see here is actually the one we fought first. Not the second battle, but the first battle, so he's actually very easy to defeat. We have King Tuga here. They are both part of the Moonstone, or Moon Tokens. So, the Moon Tokens could allow you to train your stats from 11 and 12. Anything beyond that, we have the Sunstone. Sun Token, and you could do that by fighting the Advisor here. But I would recommend, at the moment, just train yourself up to 12. In fact, at a certain point, I would say probably around when you get to like 16 or 18 stats. That's really all you need. You don't need any more stats beyond that at all. I'm going to be fighting the Bandit Lieutenant here. I just wanted to show off what challenges we had. And I'm going to go train myself up to 12. So, I'll see you guys in a second. Well, second for you anyway. Alright, so now we now have 12 in every stat. So now in order to actually increase any more, we need a Sun Token. Now, if you notice, the Sun Token actually costs 1,000 Neopoints. So at this point, the one thing you could actually sell agility orbs or any orbs for about 1,000, which is the same price as it is for a token. So at this point, it probably makes more sense to start using the orbs rather than selling them, especially when you move on to the next ones, where it's actually more expensive than the actual orb you could sell. So anyway, let's just go back and return to the game and finish this up. Alright. So now let's go to our inventory here, and I think we have our agility orb now. We could go ahead and use. Let's go ahead and use that. Whoops. There we go. So now I have 13 agility if I ever want to, and I don't really notice much of a difference with agility. Maybe it's just so subtle. Maybe there's like a difference for like maybe 5 of them, but I'm not sure what the difference is in terms of agility normally. Does it make you actually move faster? Does that allow you to attack faster? I haven't really seen much of a difference, but maybe that's just me. I should do a comparison with like a new starting one and see what the difference is. Anyway, what we want to do next is actually talk to this guy, Sergeant Zim. Ah, thanks to stars you've come back. You're just the Petpet I was hoping to see. We're hearing lots of crazy rumors, like the Empress is going to throw all of us in prison. Or the Founder has returned from the realm of gods to combat the Werehond. Nonsense, all of it. Anyway, the public's beginning to panic. They're thinking if the Advisor was corrupt, maybe the Empress is too. The rumors must stop. We think there are 3 people doing the talking. Izzy knows more gossips in town than anyone, so she may have some answers. If you can put an end to all this rumor mongering, the Sun Empress, the Empress is offering a Sun Token. Will you help us again? Sure. So if you could tell, that Sun Token would be helpful only if you actually increase all your stats to 12, or at least any of your stats to 12, because at that point, well, the Sun Token. And also, if you trained too much past the Sun Token, you actually trained that little, the advisor, like all the way to actually finish that off, and trained that way, well, then the Sun Token would still be useless because you have no more tokens, no more stats to train with the token. Anyway, enough of that. The girl we want to talk to is actually this one right here, this little Petpet. Sergeant Jim sent you to talk to me? To me? Are you sure? Oh, that's wonderful. The plan worked. I knew he'd have to notice me. You see, I didn't mean to cause trouble. It's just that Zim could be so thick, and sometimes I knew he'd have to listen. And I know, I should have thought this through instead of just repeating what I heard on the docks. How was I supposed to know it wasn't true? If you wanted to track down where I heard the rumor from in the first place, go talk to Gertie. I think she's the one who told me. Alright, well, let's go over to Gertie and talk to her. So when you're here at the docks, and actually, while I'm here, let's browse the shop and actually buy... How much NP do we have? We don't have much NP, do we? Nah, I should probably wait on buying these. You know what? Now's as good a time as any. Let's go ahead and buy one of our air to actually get our air alignment all up to 2, or 3 rather. And then we could buy another light orb. Alright, so now, let's use this, and use this. As you can tell, we now have 3 and 2. And I was actually incorrect. Somebody told me in the comments as well that after you beat any of the dungeons, he actually restocks his shop, so he actually has more of those orbs. Since I'm not really going to be buying anything else from here for a while, might as well just use them now. Why not? Anyway, the lady you want to talk to here now is right over here. Wait, where is... Ah, there you are. Gertie. So Zim sent you, eh? I knew it. I just knew it. You've come to arrest me for talking about the Empress, haven't you? It's just like what Sheldon said. How could an evil creature like the advisor work for the Empress unless she was evil too? She is gonna lock us all... What? Magic? The kind advisor used some kind of magic to cloud her mind? But that would mean Sheldon lied to me. I've been duped. Duped! Just like the poor Empress. Oh, please apologize for me. I'll never spread false rumors again. You'll find the rumor monger who started all this in the marketplace. Arrogant fellow named Sheldon. Give him a good talking for me. Alright, let's go over there. Alright, so Market Street is where we need to go next. And of course, that rumor starter is actually over here somewhere. So we need to find him. He is actually down over here. All the way down. And there he is. Sheldon. Why, you're the hero, aren't you? The one everyone's talking about? It truly is an honor, and what? Rumor mongering? Me? Well, I suppose from time to time I've expressed my doubts a little too loudly, and I might not always have had my facts straight. It's a crime to lie in public about the Empress? Oh dear, I didn't, but no, the Palace Dungeon doesn't sound pleasant at all. I am a reformed Petpet. No rumor shall ever pass my lips again. You have my solemn, truthful word upon it. My apologies to Her Highness. Yeah, I'll believe that for a second, but whatever. It's everything's all good and happy. And by the way, I should just note something here. If you browse the shop, you'll see a powerful crossbow that could do 15 to 25 damage. So, still a lot more than what our marksman could do by far. However, the powerful crossbow still shoots at a very slow fire rate. So therefore, a powerful crossbow really isn't worth it. Unless you want to do some good damage to one-shot opponents, but that's basically it. But I have no need for it. I'll just stick with my good old marksman bow. Yep. Anyway, let's talk back to Sergeant Zim. See what he has to say real quick. And finish up this quest once and for all. Alright, so here's Sergeant Zim. If it isn't the Rumor Slayer, good work. The people of Mimeka really seem to be calming down now. As promised, here's a sun token the Empress said she'd give you. Use it with the blessings of the Empire. Long live the Empress. Alright, so we have a sun token now, so that's nice. We still have to go back to the Battle Dome to actually use the token. But either way, I'm just going to go over there. I think I'll probably end off the video by me actually raising that stat, since there's nothing really else for us to do here in Mimeka. Except, of course, showing off all the other Petpets and showing off their exclusive armor as well. All of it is pretty much just cosmetic differences rather than actual, you know, attack differences. All of them pretty much attack the same way. But either way, after I go ahead and upgrade this little stat here. No, I don't want... Okay. No, I definitely want to. I just want to train. That's all I want to do. I'm going to train my strength. There we go. We're now quite strong. So anyway, I'm going to end off the video there after I go back to the save station over here. And I'll meet you guys back with the other pet pets to show you what kind of armor they have. And also their yellow painting. See you guys then. Alright, here we are with the Meowclops. And if you notice here, I actually have my Meowclops staff, mace, and if you notice, since the Meowclops doesn't have an armor upgrade aside from the fuzzy ears, which are still available, you have the little crown there. That's how it looks like. That's how the Meowclops looks when it's yellow, and there's its armor all around. So that's pretty much that. That's the only differences between them. It's still the same attack stats and defense items as the other ones you've seen. Anyway, let's head back to the other people. Alright, now here we are at the Doggle Fox, and if you'll notice, I still have the same cap I had on before. That's because since I got the +2 defense early, there was no armor upgrade after you beat the advisor for the Doggle Fox. But you do have your little Doggle Fox mace there as well, which just has like the Doggle Fox tail on it with the orange one. But that's how I look like yellow and everything. Not really much else to say. Let's move on to the final one, which is going to be the Masu. See you guys then. Alright, and finally, here's the Masu. Now, if you go here and press select here, I can actually show you how the armor looks like. Now, if you remember, we had the bronze one for the Masu before, but now we actually have a steel cap there as well. And the Masu staff we have there is essentially just the tail, and that's pretty much that. I personally think the one for the Croc looks immensely better than all the others overall, and I think the Croc staff looks pretty much awesome. And so does this little helmet. Anyway, that's pretty much it for everything I need to show off. Next off, we'll be going with the Croc and, of course, going further in the game and going to the Molten Caverns. See you guys then.